Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kahila or Kay, and oh my gosh, it's the end of the year. This is crazy. Wow. I actually didn't picture the end of the year when the beginning of the year started. Do we usually do that? I don't think so. But it's weird that we're here now because it feels like this year just started. I feel like every year after 2020 just flew by. Yeah. Anyway, this video is not going to be... My drink just moved and I was like, excuse me. Anyway, this video is not going to be long at all. Fingers crossed. I do talk a lot, so... But it's not going to be as long as my usual videos because this is just a little sit-down video. We're just going to be talking about my 2022 goals, which I didn't film a 2022 goals video. I only filmed like a knitting plans video and I didn't even really go over my goals, really. I just went over some projects that I wanted to knit, and then it wasn't even that thorough because it was more like a vlog and I just happened to talk about some of my plans. So I did write them down in my notes though, so I'm just gonna reference my notes in my phone. And then, yeah, talk about whether or not I achieved those goals. For starters, if you're wondering what I'm wearing my Louvre sweater by Petite Knit. I literally finished it like a couple days ago. Yeah, and it dried in 24 hours. So whenever people are like, their big sweaters take like a week to dry, I'm like, how and why? You guys must not squeeze out all the water or something, because this thing was dry, like dry. Anyway, I use Pure Gint. I use 13 balls of Pure Gint, and I have a video on it if you guys want to check it out. So yeah. Anyway, I just love the way this looks. I haven't stopped admiring it all day. It's literally only 7:58 a.m. so all day as in the hour and 58 minutes that I've been up. Yeah. Okay, anyway, this is why my videos are so long. I just ramble. Let's get into my 2022 goals and see if I achieved them. And if not, why? Alright, the first goal. The biggest goal, honestly, was to knit from my stash. And I achieved that. I actually did. So this yarn, for starters, was a part of my stash because Kalila gave it to me because it was part of her stash and she wasn't going to use it anytime soon for a sweater. So I was just like, I'm gonna knit the Louvre sweater, so I will use this yarn. And so she gave it to me. I used from my stash for my Monday sweater as well because that was hand-dyed yarn that I bought. Yeah. For my Sophie shawls, I used from stash. What else did I have? For my, really alarm? For my novice slipover, I used from stash because that was some Norol yarn. Oh, so beautiful. I don't even know why I'm trying to remember those projects. I have Instagram right here where I can literally reference it. My projects. My terrazzo sweater, that was from stash as well. I had a bunch of Norol yarn, and then I'll put pictures up here too so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I had a bunch of Norol yarn that I got like 2 years ago at this point now, and I was like, I need to use it. Terrazzo sweater, perfect. What else? My Sophie scarves and stuff, I used leftover yarn from my sweaters and other projects. My It's Not a Sweatshirt sweater, used from stash. I was trying to knit that sweater in that yarn for so long because I just had that yarn sitting there. It was Biche Bouche lamb's wool cashmere yarn and Knitting for Olive mohair that I had left over from another project. What else? Ooh, my anchor tee. Use that hand-dyed yarn from stash. What else? Ooh, my socks. I was gonna say it's not a sweatshirt socks. My vanilla socks. Were those my first vanilla socks? No, my second pair of vanilla socks I used from stash, and my first pair, honestly. I finished that in the new year. And yeah. So most of the projects that I knitted this year, now that I'm going through them, I knitted from stash. Oh, okay, I feel great about that. I did not realize that I would have that many projects knitted from stash. Okay, okay. So yeah, that's a check mark right there. Next year, it's gonna be an even bigger goal for my stash. And I'm gonna be filming my 2023 goals video, so that will probably be posted on the 1st. Because I want to get my goals out there. I have a lot of them, you guys, so be ready for that. All right, the next goal was to learn different knit techniques. Going into this year, I was still a newbie knitter. I started knitting August 15th, 2021. Okay, so January. That was just 5 months of knitting. Okay, newbie, total baby. So I was like, okay, after I get all these plain stockinette, raglan, no German short row sweaters out of the way, I will start getting more into texture. Yeah, texture and stuff, and just anything else that wasn't just plain stockinette, even though I love my plain stockinette, okay? Like this looks store-bought. Like this is this is my favorite sweater, by the way. Usually the projects that I finish recently are my favorite, so Malik is calling me. This is my favorite sweater. It's just so good. Hello.
Something is happening upstairs in the litter box.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I just keep hearing something.
I gotta check out a cat.
Digging for treasure. For real. I'm literally about to go clean it too.
Good. You stopped me from raving about this sweater for the bajillionth time anyway, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye.
Love you.
Okay. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying.
Texture,
But oh yeah, I was saying something about
that's your favorite sweater.
yeah.
Every time you finish a project, that's your current favorite sweater.
How stockinette is not bad. I just wanted to learn more. Okay, so the first thing that I was like, I need to learn was German short rows, because every sweater ever that I wanted to knit had German short rows in it, and I'm just like, please, I don't want to learn just yet, but I wanted to knit the It's Not a Sweatshirt sweater with the yarn that I talked to you guys about, the Bichet Bouche yarn. And I was just like, okay, It's Not a Sweatshirt would be a perfect first sweater to learn German short rows. That's what Kalila did, and she said it was easy. And I was just like, okay, let's do it. So I did it, and it was so easy. I don't know why everyone acted like German short rows was the hardest thing ever. No, it is so easy. I was just like, are you serious? Are you serious? I can do this. I can do this. And after I learned German short rows, that was it. I was knitting every sweater that I could with German short rows that I wanted to knit. That was on my like wish list of knits to knit. Okay. Oh, made me feel so great. I was so happy about that. Like, you know, whenever you accomplish something that you thought was so hard and seemed so like daunting, and then it's just like, it was that easy. It feels like you're on top of the world. Like you can accomplish anything. And that's how I felt. Okay, I was just like, give it to me, give it to me. So after German short rows, I don't know what I learned next, but during this year, I learned lace knitting and chart reading. As you guys know, if you watched all of my vlogs from Sweden, you'll know we went to Sweden. We met Alexandra's Gone. I'll link her channel down below and put it up here for you guys to see. She is a fellow knit tuber. What do we call ourselves, actually? I don't even know.
I don't know. Just knitters on YouTube.
Knitters on YouTube, okay? But yeah, so we went to Sweden literally to see her. Our first international trip was to see a fellow knitter, and we had the time of our lives. I'll link the playlist up here for you guys. It was so great. I was literally, no lie, last night watching my first vlog, my first travel vlog, I call it, of us going to Sweden, because I was just like, oh, I can't believe we did that. Like that was crazy. That was so great. Anyway, we wanted to knit the same project while we were there, just to like, to remember and be like, this is our Sweden project and we have the same sweater. So we, or Kalila, I think, chose for us, and she was like, we're gonna knit the Chunky Dahlia, because we all, I think, haven't read charts before or did any lace knitting before, and that was my first time reading a chart, first time knitting lace, and it was so easy. The Chunky Dahlia, I'll have a picture up here for you guys. It was so easy and so great, and I felt how I felt after I learned how to do German short rows. After I learned how to read a chart and knit lace, I was just like, I'm on top of the world. I can do anything. Give me anything with texture, with charts, with lace. I haven't done any other lace projects just yet, but I do have some that I do want to knit up. So next year I'll probably knit more lace. We'll see. But charts, oh yeah. While I was knitting the Chunky Dahlia, the Moby sweater was coming out, and I was just like, oh, I know how to read charts. I can do that. Alex recommended I do the Ingrid slipover and sweater first, so I'm going to do that before the Moby, because I've heard the Moby's a little more complicated, so I'm just like, I'm going to do the Ingrids first and then the Moby. I already have the yarn for the Moby, so I can just start that whenever. It's great. I'm excited. But yeah, I learned German short rows, lace knitting, chart reading, and I feel like, actually, I was going to say I feel like a true knitter. I will not feel like a true knitter until I knit color work. Once I knit color work, it is over. It is over. I will be on top of the world, on top of the world, okay?
True. Next step into being a true knitter is cables.
Cables. Yes. I think that's on my 2023 knitting goals.
Nice.
You got a sneak peek into that, guys. But yeah, so I learned different techniques. Now I need to learn even more next year. Oh my gosh. Color work. Color work seems so daunting. Bro. It seems so scary. Like, color work, bro? What? Anyway, another goal for myself for this year was to knit more socks, and I did. I started my Christmas socks like 2021, I think, and then I finished it the beginning of 2022. And then after that, I knitted another pair of socks that I felted on accident. That's fine. And then I knitted the Sunday socks by Petite Knit, and then I think another vanilla socks. So I think I knitted about 4 socks this year. I want to knit more. I'm going to try the Everyday Socks by Petite Knit per Alexandra's recommendation. I'm so excited for that because I love simple, and she knows that, and she was like, this is simple. Okay, you will love it. And I'm like, all right. I already have my yarn ready for it. Actually, it's not ready. I know the yarn I'm going to use. Kalila just needs to cake it up. But I'm glad she didn't yet.
For the next sock, girl, I'm not picking up them things because we will literally
I know, that's why I was like, okay, I'm kind of glad she didn't cake it up, because then I would have started on that instead of finishing the sweater, which I wanted to finish before the end of this year, which, so great. Hey, Onyx. The cats are coming in here. They're so cute. Anyway, so yeah, I knitted a bunch of socks, and I want to knit even more next year. We'll see though, because I have, like I said, a lot of goals, a lot of crazy goals at that next year. I'm excited. I also wanted to put myself on a yarn ban this year. That didn't work at all. At all, because I just wanted to knit from stash, which I did. I did a better job than I thought, like I said, with doing that. But also I added to my stash, which is fine. Okay, it's fine, especially from Sweden. Oh my gosh, I got so much yarn. But that's fine. That's okay. Next year we'll try to do better with 1, knitting from stash, and 2, not buying as much yarn. Okay? But we'll go over that, like I said, in my 2023 goals video. So, yarn ban, that's the first goal that was definitely not achieved. Whatever, it's fine. My next goal was to buy knit and crochet books, just like fiber arts books in general. And I did that. Did I show the books yet? No, I think it's supposed to be in my next podcast. So, okay. Look out for my next podcast, which will be January 9th, I believe. Yeah, guys, I already have schedules for January for myself. I have my planner right here. It's big. my 2023 planner, and I already have my videos and everything that I want to post and upload next year and film. I'm ahead of the game. My January calendar is filled and it's not even finished yet, but I'm very excited for it. Eee, this is so great. Anyway, so yeah, that's my planner, and I will show you guys all of my knitting. A cat just came up from under the bed and I was just like, huh? Because I forgot she was here. Anyway, yeah, so I'll show you all of my knitting books. And did I buy a crochet book? I think. I don't know. I'll show you all of my fiber arts books that I bought in my next podcast, so look out for that. Okay, and my last goal, which was a nice big goal for myself, was to knit 12 sweaters. Yes, one sweater a month. And I almost achieved it. According to my notes, I knitted 9 sweaters, but let's check my Instagram and see if I actually did knit 9 sweaters, okay? I can't believe I have to do this. I don't think I've ever done this before, but hello, it's editing me here, and I can't believe I am telling you guys that I knitted 9 sweaters when I am literally wearing my 10th. I'm literally wearing my 10th sweater, and it didn't even click because I didn't update my notes. So 10 sweaters this year, which is actually insane. So great. But yeah, just wanted to update you guys on that one. Okay, toodles. So let's go through it. Let's see. I knitted the seamless mock neck sweater by Well Loved Knits. That was my first sweater. And then I knitted the novice sweater mohair edition with 1 strand of fingering weight yarn by Petite Knit. And then I knitted sweater number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. So that's 3. I knitted, let's see, the terrazzo sweater by Petite Knit. That's 4. It's Not a Sweatshirt by Knitting for Olive. That's 5. The Chunky Dahlia by Les Knit. That's 6. The Marble Sweater by Petite Knit. That's 7. The Monday Sweater by Petite Knit. That's 8. And the Cargill Sweater by crochetwithkaye. That's 9. Oh my gosh, I did knit 9 sweaters! That's so crazy. Sorry for anything that's happening outside. Can't control that. But I did knit 9 sweaters! That was pretty easy. I can definitely knit 12 sweaters then in a year. Yeah, I can get that done. I think I'm gonna try and get that done next year. Who knows? But those are my goals for 2022. I achieved most of them, except for 1, I believe. No, except for 2. I didn't knit 12 sweaters, I knitted 9, so I achieved most of them, which was pretty good because when I was going through the list, I was like, what did I do this year? Like, this year was just a blur. It went by like this, but it was a great year. Next year is going to be even better. I am so excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it, and I cannot wait to film my 2023 knitting goals for you guys because that is going to be insane. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you achieved your 2022 goals and what they were. If, you know, it's not too long, but even if it's really long, I don't mind reading a long comment. So go ahead and let me know down below. Let me know if you worked on anything during this video. I would love to know because, hello, it can give me ideas on what to knit next or crochet or learn next in general. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click that notification bell because it'll notify you guys whenever I post another video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because that's where you guys will be notified on anything about my yarn and projects. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And the next year.